testing, and if you need to run through something over and over and over again and do some form of slightly dynamic work, it'll go through and pretty much process all the information it needs to.
Yeah, it's great for setting up WebUSC because you'll go from a clean system to
Having everything ready to go in just like 2 minutes.
yeah.
I could you like a contest in this.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? Brandon Cope was talking about.
Using the Justin Bieber Go to Korea contest?
Yeah, something like that. He said he needs more links from different IP addresses. So we suggest he uses Tor.
I mean, for this, it's great on like virtually inflating my my page count or how many people.
As realistically.
But yeah, as realistically as possible, it's sending real people to my site or my profile. With something that's just ads, you can use it with Tor and virtually do it to the point that it doesn't really matter. The requests are coming from different IPs, so no one really can tell the difference unless you have a very static script that's doing the same actions in a row. Then that looks sort of weird.
That's kind of why you didn't. That's why you didn't comment on everything, right?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You could use a random, or you could use an array and have a random number generator to choose which comments you use instead of just saying "good job."
You're exactly right.
You could just have an array of things like "frickin' sweet."
But then sometimes we'll see that sort of gets away from it being too generic. Like sometimes I'll when people say thanks for commenting on my work, I say no problem, because
You just said "good job" on the unicorn painting.
Did I? See, this is something I'm going to have to go back afterwards and be like,
Filter out keywords.
I'm going to have to like filter.
You could get like really fancy and create your own language generator.
No, I'm just thinking.
With your own grammar, with different English words, different nouns and adjectives and whatnot, and have it automatically generate sentences, positive sentences, and post them in the comments. That'd be cool.
Just put in at the end of it. Sorry for bad English. I'm from some Eastern European country, right? It'd be awesome.
I think that was racist
Why?
Well, I know that.
against Eastern Europeans.
Are they racist? Are Eastern Europeans racist?
You just made a stereotype.
Slop.
Yeah, I guess you could call that racist. But
Okay, let's get back on topic.
okay.
Do y'all know of anything else iMacros would be cool with? Like, okay, it's cool with Tor, and it's cool
Cheating at games,
cheating at games, cheating on DeviantArt,
software testing.
software testing.
You could also use it as a just quick fuzzing tool.
I guess you could.
You could have use the JavaScript part to create random characters of varying lengths, and because you can also have the incrementers on there, and you can just start sending random text into to a website handler and see whether or not it craps its pants.
No, I think of it. You could do it like brute force cracking. Couldn't you? Set it.
You could.
Yeah.
You could do what?
Like let's say somebody password, and then you can set it to keep trying different letters and change the
And
letters.
you could do that over Tor. That's a good idea.
Alright, so we're critiquing the web to hacking once again.
It seems like iMacros goes very well with Tor because you're going to be automating it. iMacros is all about automation, and
They should
you
make
may
a
want to
plugin.
obscure the fact that this is automated.
They should make a Tor plugin.
There is a Tor plugin for Firefox.
No, for iMacros.
What kind of stuff are you going to be doing with Tor?
Plugins for plugins. Do what?
Would you say, Philip?
I said, don't you also have to install and configure Provoxy?
You don't have to.
I don't think so. There's actually a portable Firefox version of Tor that you just download and you can run it off most computers, I believe, because I mean, you're having an HTTP connection, but it first connects to the Tor site and then connects to your final destination. And I believe the Firefox portable package sets up its own proxy.
Cool.
And anytime I make any comments, people are going to be like, "Who's talking? He's never on camera." That's Dylan laughing. I'm just going to stop recording now. Do you have any final words?
No, are there any questions?
The extract.
This was Ben Cooley, signing off. So go ahead and commit that. And if we go back to the previous one, and we'll go ahead and stop serving that, unless any of you have laptops and want to mess around with it. Going once, twice, gone. All right. And now, so I'm going to refresh this, and I committed the clone, and this was the original one. There's no changes here. But if we were to go back to the clone, one of the other things that we can do is that we can go to the repository explorer. And we can push the outgoing chain sets. And if I were to go back to the original test, and if I were to open this, there are no changes. But if I were to go back and I were to view if there were anything waiting to be committed, I was just messing with that earlier. I'm trying to remember exactly how. I don't use Mercurial so much in a team setting, so some of these things are. So that was the first one. If I refresh, okay, that star is saying that I don't have that's not committed yet. So I can view the diff. And see what I originally had in this original repository, saying I don't have a visual difference viewer.
That's it right over there.
Yeah, it is one, but an external one if I don't like this one. So I can view it, and then I can go ahead and commit the change. I think there is a step that I'm missing here. I apologize, everyone.
Are there intuitive facts and walkthroughs?
There are the. I usually don't use the graphical interface, and it's actually relatively new to me. But I know a lot of people don't like command line, so I'm trying this out. I mean, it is kind of cool. Generally,
What would be the difference between, initially you're showing us how you can track the versions of files, and then how you can branch things out and then merge those branches back together. What would be the difference between that and creating a clone?
A clone gives you a separate working set. If you roll back to the previous version, you kind of can only edit one thing at a time. But if you have a clone, there are two actual files there that you can edit at the same time.
So do you merge the clones together?
Then, yes, that's what I was trying to do right here, because I did a pushing back to what I had originally cloned from.
Okay.
And right now, it's the difficulty of me trying to get them, download and view incoming chain sets. Hey guys, look at that, right there. Okay, apparently that is not it.
You probably have to, do you have to have that like hosted on a URL? Like you have?
No, you can do it locally. See, I'm viewing the diff right there, but it's not actually showing up in my file.
Caleb also failed to say one thing is, this what he's, there are two things. One thing is being user of a reversion control system, and another thing is managing reversion control system. Even if you get a job in the company, it is highly unlikely that you will immediately be in charge with creating your own depository stuff. It's much more likely that you will be just user, and then for the purposes of the use, the basic workflow is very simple. XG, check out, he